Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gang. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gang. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gang. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gang. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta.
Well, did we expect a pump over the weekend or what? Well, guys, to be expected, we got a Sunday dump. A lot of stuff has transpired in these last few hours. Bitcoin is holding this 95K region pretty much all through the week. I was very surprised about that. But then we got, some remarks from, the prime minister saying that they will go to war if Donald Trump sends troops to Greenland. I think a couple days ago, guys, we got some information courtesy of Donald Trump on Truth Social that he would be imposing a 10% tariff on Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, UK, Netherlands, Finland, starting February the 1st. Then they would jump up to 25% on June 1st and stay in place until the deal is reached. Now, regardless if you back Trump or not, this is not a, right or left kind of video. This is causing tensions around, the globe. We got a lot of different countries that are opposed to this. And again, guys, the reading of the room, guys, is that there's tensions that are high. People that are invested in the markets, they're getting, panicky. Everybody's kind of weary. And also, this goes into the stock market. So, guys, with that being said, like all this stuff ripples down into assets and crypto, being 24/7. It pretty much, we get the sell off with crypto first and then stocks tend to follow behind. So right now, currently on pre-market, S&P and Dow, NASDAQ pretty much in the red. NASDAQ's about 1.23% down. S&P is 0.87. Dow Jones is almost close to 1% as well. So it looks like we're going to have a pretty red day tomorrow. Bitcoin, like I said, again, guys, was holding that 95K, which I was really surprised. We came down to 91.8. And since then, we got so much of a small pullback up. But alts have been completely decimated, guys. Some of these altcoins that are down, 10, 11, 12, 13%. I've been trying to make some DCA buys here and there. But again, guys, I warned you guys that there was a bear flag on Bitcoin. And a lot of these times, guys, look, these patterns, they can kind of tell a little bit of not the future, but they can kind of give us a clue of maybe what are things to come, and these coming days. So, look, we do have some support down here. Let me pull up a shorter time frame real quick. We do have some support down here, at this 92.3. If we do break below, I would be expecting us to come back down here to this lower region of 91,200. And if we break that, guys, then we'll be expecting to come back down here to this lower level of maybe 88,000. So please keep these things on your radar. A few altcoins that I've been telling you guys about that, altcoins, we're going to have some unlocks. You guys are more than welcome to always, get on CoinMarketCap, and there's a little tab section right here on cryptocurrencies. And then you can have a little section that says upcoming, and you can look at token unlocks. So one that I know for sure that had a massive unlock today was going to be Ondo Finance. They were unloading a pretty good amount of Ondo today, and surprisingly, in my opinion, the price was holding up pretty good. But guys, when all this fear and uncertainty starts happening, this causes tokens to sell off. I think Ondo went down to 32 cents. I was able to grab some around 34, 35, not 34, I'm sorry, 33, 34. So I've been putting up a little bit in there. Plume, obviously, also another RWA, had another unlock today as well. So, it's something that, you guys got to make sure that you stay up to date with your cryptocurrencies. Make sure that you guys are watching these things because, it doesn't always mean that it's going to be a bearish catalyst, but sometimes these tend to be a little bearish. So we did, scoop up some of this stuff that was in the market. So, right now, let's check out Ondo real quick, guys. It's since then came up just a little bit. But not much has happened, guys. We have this wick, and remember, we always talk about where wicks it sticks. So we might be able to come back down here and attack some of these lower prices. So if you do want to trade, or if you want to get in on some better buy orders, set your buy orders between this 31.77 and to current price. So you can get a good opportunity to get a better price on Ondo Finance. And a few other tokens that I was looking to load up on, guys, was Aerodrome. Aerodrome was another coin that, like we talk about all the time on the channel. Didn't have too much of a retracement, but it's also down from, these last few weeks as well. So, I've been picking up a little bit of Ondo, and then also I've been loading up a little bit more on AVAX. AVAX too came down. We came all the way down to almost 12 bucks flat. So I was able to pick up some more Avalanche, but guys, look, again, I know people are kind of getting frustrated with this. Trust me, I'm there with you guys. But look, typically when all these, tensions and war and all this escalation and all the talks of, things happening in the market, these tend to almost be local bottoms. Let's just kind of be in prayer that, things don't escalate, more. But at the end of the day, guys, I do personally feel like a lot of this stuff is just hot smoke and kind of like really blinding people from the bigger picture of stuff. It's a common thing that, guys, when we dump like this and when stuff like this happens, people are more inclined to sell their bags than actually load up. So, guys, look, again, let's see how the next couple days go. I did tell you guys that I'm going to be trying to make a little bit more videos now and start to be a little bit more consistent. My last video actually did fairly well, so thank you guys for that. Did really well on the feedback. So again, guys, I'm really happy that you guys are liking my content. And always, guys, please feel free to give me any type of criticism, good or bad, in the comment descriptions below. Like I said, at the end of the day, man, I'm trying to get better, and I'm trying to improve at things that I'm doing. And the only way that we can do that together, guys, is by communication and you guys sharing with me how we can do things better. And if you guys hear my dogs crying in the back, they're trying to come inside. But look, guys, just a quick update real quick, guys, nothing too long. Again, I think we have a live trading event tomorrow, or I think Tuesday. We might have to postpone this because I don't think it'd be wise to be trading anything right now, probably until Tuesday. So we'll check it out. You guys stay blessed. Again, guys, let's just pray. Again, we have to kind of just be positive. Look, we're looking at the RSI. We're really red in the RSI. Things are super oversold on the market side for B, so we're severely in these oversold territories. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a rebound tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. So again, guys, the only thing you can do is buy the dip or you can watch the rip. All right, y'all stay blessed. Jumpman out.